easy at the end. Chris McGee, Allie Clifton, Robert Orr. We have Mike Trudell in Salt Lake City. The Lakers avoid a big-time collapse there at the end. They pick up their 4th straight win. They beat the Utah Jazz to get to 12-4, and we said this in the pregame show. Just one of those games you just get the W and get out of town no matter how it looks. Well, the Lakers had to get a little more physical defensively. They really buckled down after that drought they had in the third quarter and kind of turned that game. A late flurry by Lauri Markkanen in Utah. Up until that last couple of minutes, Lauri Markkanen had 10 points. He finished with 20, so they were able to avoid that. But great minutes. No DeAndre Ayton for most of that game with the right knee contusion. He did miss practice yesterday as well. But great minutes from Maxi Kleber, Rob, and a host of other guys.
You know, I was like, okay, Maxi Kleber, I think, was supposed to be our stretch schmig. He was playing really good defense. He was blocking shots. He was keeping the ball active. So one of those things I did not know he could do. And that goes to show you that guys in the NBA are capable of doing a lot of things once they put their mind to it. And for me, the way he played, coming off the bench, you know, filling in for DeAndre Ayton, filling in for, you know, Jackson Hayes because they need a little bit of offense. And I think it was big there that he didn't settle for the three. We know he's a three-point shooter and take it to the rack because the Lakers were on a scoring drought at that time. So to get that dunk, that goes to show you he's a heads-up type of player and he knows how to play the game.
And as Luka said to Mike Trudell, team win, now you come home for 4 in a row.
Yeah, I think for a team that we've all looked at from the outside looking in as a close, tight-knit team, you aren't 8-2 on the road or 7-2 going into this one on the road for nothing. There's something that is working, but I think these are opportunities that you show what you're capable of in different kind of situations. As you mentioned, it's one, and you get in, you get out. It's 34 degrees in Utah. It's a game in November. You could have easily laid down early on when you know exactly what I'm talking about when Utah responded to the early start for the Lakers. I mean, down the stretches in the fourth, you look like things are going well. You're starting to pull away. Utah had 8 points until they finished winning the quarter with 25. So you get through those hurdles and those things that you look at the film when you have a time to sit down and kind of find ways to get better. But I think all in all, the contributions, you mentioned Maxi Kleber. I look at a guy like Marcus Smart, who's a plus 18.
Yeah.
Those little things that don't show up in the box score, big on that final defensive possession, no matter what the call was. And so, yeah, a total team win for the squad.
You know, we got to set up this last sequence because the Lakers actually only had a 1-point lead, and Markkanen had a shot from about 15 feet. He missed it. We thought that ball went out of bounds. It did not. Luka get fouled. Luka goes to the free throw line, hits one. So they have a chance to either win or tie, and it's Maxi Kleber on Keontae George, and that's great defense and ball game.
Yeah, that's great defense, but it also goes you to the I hadn't used this word in a long time, veteranism.
Use it, Rob.
The young fella doesn't have any veteranism. Know that the way the NBA is calling this now, if you don't fade with that shot, you go straight up, you get the fouling and go to the line to be able to win this thing. But let's give it now back on the good side. It was just Keeler being able to, you know, switch and then understand that the contest was a great contest and to play very well. So that was a really strong defensive play down the stretch for the Lakers.
So Luka Doncic, we'll start with him, guys, on a night where he was just 3 for 12 from 3, and a night where he said, I got to make that extra free throw there. And he also talked about just, you know, being a little tired, the legs there in Utah. But he gets it done still. Allie, 33 points, 10 of 24, got the 11 rebounds and 8 assists.
Yeah, I do like still the 10 of 12. Obviously, He wants those couple of free throws. But I just think, again, it serves as an opportunity to show you the attack mode that he stayed in, especially when the 3-ball wasn't falling. But I think the way Luka, he's such a game manager. And from start to finish of this one, I think he provided the right amount of what the team needed in that certain moment. I think we looked at it at the start of the game, outside of his skill set, just the extra energy, the extra pep in his step that he was able to provide, constantly, consistently finding guys offensively and then carrying his own when he needed to defensively. I just think Luka has been so steady and consistent this season in all facets of the game when he's on the floor, and tonight was continued step in the right direction for him in this squad.
Yeah, Luka was amazing. You know, let's get home and get your legs under you and make some free throws, Luka. I just think what he did tonight was incredible, carrying the team for those first couple of quarters and putting us in a position to win, because being a former player and going into Utah, no matter what team they put on the floor, they have a great fan base, and it's hard to win in that building, especially on one of these games that could be a slip game for you, because you think about you have 4 days off, and then you go into Utah for one game. Your mind is somewhere else probably. But they came in and like, okay, we got to win this thing. You think about it though. You got Thanksgiving coming up. Mm-hmm. You're going to Utah for one game. You're going to be home for Thanksgiving. You got family coming in.
Got 4 games in a row coming home.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that be on your head other than this game right here. But kudos to them. They played big, and LeBron played great. You know, everybody in the starting 5. except Aiden, was in double figures. So it was a total team effort.
Key part of that game for me, guys, that third quarter, the Lakers had that drought where they just couldn't score, couldn't scratch for over 3-4 minutes, and it was an 11-0 run by the Jazz, and the Jazz ended up going up 7, but the Lakers close on a 13-3 run, end that quarter, and kind of take over that game again. Time to hear from head coach J.J. Redick, brought to you by your Toyota dealers. Access 360. Lakers good on the fast break, Rob.
Oh, so you making me do that and go to the wall?
Yeah.
Man, I wish. This is why I miss
Allie,
big games,
I shouldn't have thrown the ball to you, Allie.
Oh, my
You should
goodness,
be.
man.
KYP.
So, man.
KYP,
But
you should be.
Hey,
We're doing something else.
This is the
My bad.
BSBD that we get ready to do right here. And it's about,
He can work.
good defense, good offense. Right here, you got LeBron getting a nice pick and roll. This is becoming one of the staples in the Lakers offense where you set a pick and slip. So now you set the pick and you slip. Oh, but that slip pass was even better. That should be the what? Oh, y'all not even paying attention to the wall. Right here, now you got great defense by RH. Great block. His thing about Rui, he's not known for his shot block ability. He can because he's so athletic. Right
Paying
there.
attention, Rob, now.
He gets that. Now he's off to the fast break. Right here, he has an option to go right or left. But if he goes left, that's going to freeze the defense. So he goes left. The defense has to freeze right there. He's able to do the slow motion. Everybody see the little kid running the bases? That slow motion he did, that's what he was doing. Right here, now you got another pick and roll. Jackson Hayes switches. This is good defense right here. Everybody's up, everybody's moving. Look, you got a little back door. You got Larry Martin right here. Luka, this is where they anticipate the switch, but Luka says, you know what? I'm in great defensive position. Say it for me.
Nutmeg.
There you go. Nutmeg, because I've never used that term in my life before, unless I put a little nutmeg in my pancakes. But other than this, Jackson
You ain't
Hayes
cooking.
up top.
Cooking.
I do cook. Up top, right here. Now we got Austin Reaves with the rebound up top. Here's Luka. Luka has 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders around him. What he's gonna do, I'm gonna go to the hole and make y'all all pay attention to me and give it to my favorite guy, RH. At this moment in the game, RH was on fire. I wouldn't do Flames, but Flames are reserved for James, and he's not here tonight. So that's what you have to do when Sharon is carrying Allie up top one time, pick a ball player. All right, and then, you just share the ball, you have fun with it, and then you enjoy the moment.
He's a competitor. We don't. Okay?
We're on different
Take it
teams,
back.
guys.
Okay.
Different team.
My bad.
You want to jump in on that play, Allie, since I didn't give you the...
The nutmeg, the cinnamon spice.
Yeah.
Just how cool it was.
Yeah, just,
Oh,
Rob's
you're right.
breakdown. Yeah,
Kevin
call it
Love
on
is
Rob's
going to feel
breakdown.
picked on by the Lakers. It was a great breakdown. And I think the biggest thing for this team is when you talk about where you need to get to defensively, the sharing, the carrying, the ball movement, the execution, the cutting off ball offensively, bringing it all together. They've had great glimpses of it throughout this early part of the season, but it's only going to continue to get better. And plays like that show you exactly why they're capable.
Austin Reaves ended up with 22 points. He's with Mike Trudell.
Austin, before the Utah kind of made that final push, Maxey was in there for a while, Gabe, but what did they bring defensively in that fourth quarter?
They were huge. They both, provided, really big minutes and, were very impactful to us winning that game. If we didn't have them, we probably wouldn't have won that one.
Did you guys have any read on how DA is, even spirits-wise, after having to leave the game?
I haven't been able to talk to him yet, so I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's just frustrated because he wasn't able to continue. We obviously missed him, but it was next man up mentality, and Maxey came in and changed the game.
What did you think of Maxey's minutes, especially in the second half?
I've given him